and welcome to our very first virtual LAMDA platform. As I'm sure you know, at the end of most terms, we invite some parents in to see some pupils' work in progress, especially if they've got an exam coming up soon. So in this really strange term, I thought it might be a good idea to put together some Teams recordings of some of our lessons for you, just so that you can see what we've been up to, really. There's lots of pupils doing different things. We've got some pupils doing acting, some pupils doing devised scenes, verse and prose, all sorts of different things. And some pupils are ready to do an exam really soon. Other pupils are literally doing one of the very first read-throughs. So I just want you to sit back and relax and enjoy.
In faith I will. Let me peruse this face. Mercutio's kinsman, noble county Paris. What said my man when my betotted soul did not attend him as we rode? I think he told me Paris should have married Juliet. Said he not so? Or did I dream it so? Or am I mad hearing him talk of Juliet to think it was so? Oh, give me thy hand, one writ with me in sad misfortune's book. I'll bury thee in a triumphant grave. A grave? Oh no, a lantern, slaughtered youth, for here lies Juliet, and her beauty makes this vault a feasting presence full of light. Death, lie thou there, by a dead man interred. How oft, when men are at the point of death, have they been merry, which their keepers call a lightning before death? Oh, how may I call this a lightning? Oh, my love, my wife, death hath sucked the honey of thy breath, hath no power yet upon thy beauty.
You foolish shepherd, wherefore do you follow her like foggy south, puffing with wind and rain? You are 1,000 times a properer man than she is a woman. 'Tis such fools as you that fills the world with ill-favoured children. 'Tis not her glass, but you, that flatters her, and out of you she sees herself 1,000 times a properer woman than any of her lineaments can show her. But, mistress, know yourself, down on your knees, and thank heaven, fasting for a good man's love. For I must tell you, friendly in your ear, sell when you can. You are not for all markets. Cry the man mercy, love him, take his offer. Foul is most foul, being foul to be a scoffer. So take her to thee, shepherd. Fare you well.
Tell me then. What?
What happened?
Nothing.
What happened, Serena?
They were scared of me.
They weren't scared of you.
They didn't want to cuddle, didn't want to talk, nothing. Just sat there.
It's not you, it's the place they're scared of.
You didn't see the way they looked at me.
You're probably making it sound worse than it was.
You know when you know someone's looking at you in a certain way, and it makes you act more like that way?
How was they looking at you?
Like, that's the one we have to call Mum, not that is Mum. They're my children.
I know.
I don't know anything about them. They could be anyone's children.
It will take time.
I don't want to leave.
Stupidness.
I don't.
What about them?
They're better off without me.
Come, man, this is silly.
If Kayla, coming now to visit, you think she'd look at you how mine just looked at me?
That would never happen, so I ain't gonna think about it.
But if it did, though,
She don't know where I am.
you'd feel terrible. That's how you'd feel.
I ain't saying I wouldn't.
They were scared of me.
Of course they were. Gotta come near. This place, this horrible place. They probably dream about you every night. And now here you are. And you look different. And suddenly the sport worker's saying, Mummy's coming home soon. How will you feel about visits? It's a lot, babe. For them, for you. But you're the adult, ain't you?
Can't even take care of myself.
You've been in here too long.
In here, I'm Serena.
You'll be Serena out there.
Out there, I ain't nothing.
Out there, your mum. Perhaps this might be a favourable opportunity for my mentioning who I am. My father's Lord Bracknell. You have never heard of Papa, I suppose.
I don't think so.
Outside the family circle, Papa, I am glad to say, is entirely unknown. I think that is quite as it should be. The home seems to me to be the proper sphere of the man. And certainly once a man begins to neglect his domestic duties, he becomes painfully effeminate, does he not? And I don't like that. It makes men so very attractive. Cecily, Mamma, whose views on education has brought me up to be extremely short-sighted. So, do you mind my looking at you through my glasses?
Oh, not at all, Gwendolyn. I'm very fond of being looked at.
You are here on a short visit, I suppose.
Oh no, I live here.
Really? Well, your mother, no doubt, or some female relative of advanced years, resides here also.
Oh no, I have no mother, nor in fact any relations.
Indeed.
My dear guardian, with the assistance of Miss Prism, has the arduous task of looking after me.
Your guardian?
Yes, I am Mr. Worthing's ward.
Oh. It is strange he never mentioned to me he had a ward. How secretive of him. He grows more interesting hourly. I am not sure, however, that the news inspires me with feelings of unmixed delight. I am very fond of you, Cecily. I have liked you ever since I have met you. But I am bound to state that now that I know that you are Mr. Worthing's ward, I cannot help expressing a wish that you were, well, just a little older than you seem to be, and not quite so very alluring in appearance. In fact, if I may speak candidly...
Pray do. I think that whenever one has anything unpleasant to say, one should always speak quite candid.
Well, to speak with perfect candour, Cecily, I wish that you were fully 42 and more than usually plain for your age. Ernest has a strong, upright nature. He is the very soul of truth and honour. But even men of the noblest possible moral characters are extremely susceptible to the hateful charms of others.
Oh, hateful hands to tear such loving words, injurious wasps to feed on such sweet honey, and kill the bees that yield it with your stings. I'll kiss each several paper for amends. Look, here is writ, kind Julia. Unkind Julia, as in revenge for thine ingratitude, I throw thy name against the bruising stones, trampling contemptuously on thy disdain. And here is writ, love-wounded Proteus. Poor wounded name, my bosom as a bed shall lodge thee till thy wound be thoroughly healed. And thus I search thee with a sovereign kiss. But twice or thrice was Proteus written down. Be calm, good wind, blow not a word away, till I have found each letter in the letter. Except mine own name, that some whirlwind bear, and to a ragged, fearful hanging rock, and throw it thence into the raging sea. Lo, here in one line is his name twice for it. Poor forlorn Proteus, passionate Proteus, to the sweet Julia. That I'll tear away. Yet I will not. Sis so prettily he couples it to his complaining names. Thus I will fold them, one on another. Now kiss, embrace, contend, do what you will.
I've got time enough to talk to her. I've got a whole blasted lifetime to talk to her. You stay. I've told you I need it. Delicious oblivion. Dramatizing. She's the one that's dramatizing. That cool, calm, collected act just now. That's dramatizing. She enjoys that. I'm just a bloke who's having a couple of drinks because he feels ruddy miserable. I suppose if she were Liz and you were in my place, you'd smother her with tender embraces. Talk to her? What the hell would be the use of that? You heard that letter. Poor Freddie. You can't help being who you are. Pfft, she's put her finger in it all right. What am I supposed to do to put that little trouble right? Pretend to be something different? Because that'd be a lot to help, wouldn't it? Don't be a clot. A few white lies. Damn it, man. Talk sense.
We could play at questions.
What good would that do?
Practice.
Statement 1 love.
Cheating.
How?
I hadn't started yet.
Statement 2 love.
Are you counting that?
What?
Are you counting that?
Wow, no repetitions. 3 love, first game to me.
I'm not going to play if you're going to be like this.
Who serve? No guns, love 1.
Who's go?
Why?
Why not?
What for?
Foul, no synonyms, 1 all.
What in God's name is going on?
Foul, no rhetoric, 2-1.
What does it all add up to?
Can't you guess?
Were you addressing me?
Is there anyone else?
Who?
How would I know?
Why do you ask?
Are you serious?
Was that rhetoric?
No.
Statement 2 all, game, point.
What's the matter with you today?
When?
What?
Are you deaf?
Am I dead?
Yes or no?
Is there a choice?
Is there a God?
Foul, no non sequitus, 3-2, 1 game all.
What's your name?
What's yours?
Well, I asked you first.
Statement, 1 love.
What's your name when you're at home?
What's yours?
When I'm at home?
Is it different at home?
What home?
Haven't you got one?
Why do you ask?
What are you driving at?
What's your name?
Repetition, 2 love, match point to me.
Who do you think you are?
Rhetoric, game, and match. What's the game?
What are the rules?
Who was that?
Didn't you know him?
He didn't know me.
He didn't see you.
Well, I didn't see him.
We shall see. I hardly knew him. He's changed.
Oh, Lord, why lookst thou sad? If thou news be sad, yet tell them merrily. If good, thou shamest the music of sweet news by playing it to me with so sour a face.
I am aweary. Give me leave a while. Oh, oh, fie, how my bones ache. Oh, what a jaunt have I.
I thou hadst my bones, and I thy news. Nay, come, I pray thee, good nurse, speak.
Jesu, what haste! Can you not stay a while? Oh. Can you not see that I'm out of breath?
How art thou out of breath when thou hast breath to say to me that thou art out of breath? The excuse that thou dost make in this delay is longer than the tale that thou dost excuse. Is thy news good or bad? Answer to that. Say either, and I'll stay the circumstance. Let me be satisfied. Is good or bad?
Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo. No, not he. Though his face be better than any man's. Yes, his legs sells all men's, and for a hand and a foot and a body, though they are not to be talked on, but they are past compare. He is not the flower of courtesy, but I'll warrant him as gentle as a lamb. Go thy ways, wench, serve God. What, have you dined at home?
Hello? White Angel? Is Mr. Page there? Mr. Page? Yes, that's right. Oh, he is. Mrs. Jackson. No, Jackson. Yes. Hello? Oh, darling, it's Hester. Don't ring off. No scene, I promise. I promise. Look, I only want to know about the job. That's all. The job? Did you see the man? Oh, good. Oh, good. I see. Well done. How soon? Soon as that? Oh, Freddie. No, I'm sorry. It was just hearing you say it like that. That's all. It was just hearing you say it. Look, your messenger's here for your bag. And he hasn't got half of what you want for 3 days. Where are you going to until you leave? No, that's all right. Don't tell me if you don't want to. I only meant country or town. Well, now let's think. You've got your flannels in the bag, so you'll just want your tweed coat. Look, Freddie. I want you to do one last thing for me. I said I wanted you to do one last thing. Come and collect your bag yourself. Just to say goodbye. That's all. Surely there's no harm. No, I won't. I promise I won't. I swear to you on my most sacred word of honour, I won't try to make you stay. I won't even talk if you don't want to. You just take your bag and go. I just want to see you again. That's all. Freddie, trust me. Oh, for pity's sake, Freddie, don't ring off. Don't.
Evil on every side. But watch and see, and happy times await that happy pair and all who'd fawn on them. Do you think I'd have crawled to him, pleaded with him, touched him, if I'd not have secret plans? The fool could have banished me today and aborted my revenge. Instead, I have one day, one whole long day to make all three cold meat. Father, daughter, and the man I hate. My dears, so many roads leads fast to death, how could I choose? I could roast them in the bridal suite, or steal through sleeping courts to their damask bed and spike their guts. If I were trapped in the palace, caught in the act, slow death, their laughter in my ears. Best do what I do best. Poison. I touch. They die. So, they're dead. What city will receive me? What stranger grant asylum, house, room? Shh. Less haste. First, find one sure, safe tower, and then poison come. And if chance is not so gracious, I shall take my sword to them and then die myself. But kill I shall, and none shall do me down.
Now,
One of us has got to get served, and obviously it's going to be me that tries, because Gemma looks like a child. So Gemma hides around the corner, and I'm getting all sweaty as I walk inside. The shelves all seem really high, and the guy behind the counter looks at me. I freeze. I don't know what to do. The list on the palm of my hand was blurred. My sweat was like blurring the writing. So I panic and I grab a 6-pack of Carling and half a bottle of Jack Daniels. I walk over the counter all slow, like proper slow and confident, like Deborah Meaden on Dragon's Den, and I put it all on the table. I don't want to look at him. Sod it, I think I've got to be confident or I'll give it away. So I look at him right in the eyes. How much? I ask. And I like use a little wink to make him think I'm game. So it's more like, how much? You know? And he's just like, $12.55. Anything else? And I'm like, no. And we're away into the evening with a 6-pack of Carling and half a bottle of Jack Daniels.
So here I am, in front of the class. And the classroom's hot and I feel like I'm drowning. And I walk out of the classroom. I open the door and I walk out of the classroom and the kids are shouting after me, but I ignore them. I walk down the corridor, turn left. I walk down the stairs, kids everywhere. I swim through them. Turn left again, the doors. I walk through the doors. I'm in the air. I'm outside. It's raining gently. It's good. I'm walking to the bus stop. I'm leaving. I'm making a decision. I'm changing things. This is it. And then I'm coming in here and I'm ordering a drink for me and one for you, Tony. And I'm carrying them over to the table in the corner. And I'm staring at the pint in the empty chair. And I'm trying to remember the first time they served us in here. I'm taking a sip of my drink. And then I'm taking a sip of your drink. And I'm remembering your face. I'm smiling to myself. It's the weekend, Tony. The first weekend of the rest of my life.
The day we knew David wasn't coming back, I went around to the tattoo store. Only this time, I actually meant to go. Didn't just walk and find myself there looking at all the designs in the windows. This time I went down there myself, on purpose. I knew I wanted something to mark the day and what had happened. Because I knew if I didn't, then it wouldn't seem real. Wouldn't seem like it actually happened. This is for David, to remind me of the day he wasn't coming back anymore. I felt it then, and now I feel it every time I touch it, because the only ones that know about it are me and him. Wherever he is, at least he knows I did something for him, just for him, for us, to tie us two together. I miss him most in the evening,
just to make faces at or to have a mess. I miss having him as a brother. I miss knowing that he'll look out for me whatever. I miss having to pick his socks off the landing, or having no milk for my cereal because he drank it all. I miss the bad stuff. I miss it all. But at least I have this, my last trip to the tattoo store. Because that in itself means something, doesn't it?
I've lost a mobile.
I've lost my mobile. Anyone seen a phone? You seen it? Phone? Ah. You seen a phone? No idea where it is. Looked everywhere. My phone. You seen it?
Can I borrow yours, mate? Let's call it.
It's ringing.
Shh. Shh. Listen. Can you all listen? There's a life at stake here.
No. 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 Nothing.
It's gone. Your life is gone.
Help me. Think what's on there?
It's my brain. Everything I need to know comes from there.
It's my life. How can I go on?
How can anyone get to me? I've already been off an hour. They'll think I've died. All my numbers, everything. Get a new one, you might say.
But it's all the stuff. Reams of my life. Scroll back the years and years of it. When you die, they say your life flashes before you. Well, mine is on there.
All the best texts I got all sent. Works of art they was. Some of them.
Some of the tender ones too. I was keeping.
I've got nothing to show my kids. When they come. If they come. I'll never meet anybody now, will I? Love life up the Swanee. Boneless Juliet.
Yeah. Boneless Juliet.
My figure is superb. My skin is as soft as satin and I never seem to age. I could go on being
I flunked it, Joe. But not because of that boy. I lost my concentration. I was too tired or something. Somebody coughed. And it was you, Joe. You coughing. And then I looked. And you looked just like Dad. I felt this terrible whoosh. I miss Dad. It went right through me. It's funny how things flash through your mind sometimes. How quickly you can think. Like 3 films at once, all playing at once. I thought so many things in 30 seconds. I remember when I said I wanted to become a scientist at tea one day. And they laughed and said, "You could become a doctor. That'll be good. A doctor in the family." And I said no. I want to become a research scientist. Work in a lab and do experiments. And Dad said, it'll be useful, won't it? Is that useful?
Hey, I've been practicing like my clarinet all morning, and I really thought I was gonna get in this time. I know marching band is competitive, like especially for the hockey team, but I had a good feeling about it like all morning. Fifth time's a charm, my mom said. But then that guy, like wears like all the jewelry. Well, he stole my crutch. Like my mom said, it was okay for me to practice my song outside since it like wasn't raining and I was only playing marches. But he ran up to me from across the street. He was yelling. He was yelling something like "Shut the hell up" or something. And he knocked my stand over and grabbed one of my crutches. I mean, I tried to run after him, but I'm not very fast on just one crutch. I did not let him get my clarinet, though. I had to, like, toss it under the picnic table, and I'm sure one of the keys got a little bent. But at least I saved it. Anyway, like, now I have to sort of, like, hop and walk. I don't know, it's complicated to get anywhere. And I don't think I can make it to the gym on time with only one crutch. And since you had that crutch you used in 4th grade when you was Tiny Tim, I was wondering if I could maybe borrow it. I know you wanted to stay in like mint condition, whatever, but I won't mess it up. I'd like have to bend over a little, since it's like a kiddie crutch. But my mom said I have a strong back. I don't mind. Hey, I mean, you're the reason that my leg is broken anyway. I mean, you're the one who told me to jump off the truck so Taylor would see and fall in love with me. But since the truck was going 30 miles an hour, I just got this broken leg instead. The hospital did have a TV though. My parents won't let me watch TV at home, I saw an entire season of Game of Thrones in one day. But Taylor didn't fall in love with me. And now I have to hop and walk. So I really don't care if you don't want fingerprints or whatever on your Tiny Tim crutch. Man, I think you owe me. This is my chance to get into the marching band and show Taylor I'm worth something.
Lost myself in his eyes for more than 40 minutes. It wasn't like looking into anyone else's eyes. It was different. It was one way, no back and forth, no exchange, nothing coming back at me. I didn't notice a single one of the stops the train had made. I'm not lying, that's the way it was. I was inside his eye sockets, disappeared into them for 40 minutes. I didn't see anything there, or else I forgot everything. I haven't the faintest clue what goes on in there, but I was there, happily. Full of rage. I find you excessive in your blindness, unreachable, exaggerated, and overdose. Awful. Helpless. Unspeakably elegant. I see beneath the stars, zipping headlong through the universe, and tripping over the curb. Your hand always misses. Your hand in my bloodstream. Your foot between train and platform. I see you stumbling through the night, falling over rocks on your way to the lake, gliding through the Milky Way. I want to be close to you, closer. I want to know how much more there is behind your eyes. I have 1,000 questions. Is it bright or dark, your world? Does music move inside of you like a snake, maybe? Or a spider, or something? Do noises have a smell? And what about me? Can you smell me? Am I a colour, a sound, a movement? Am I 3-dimensional? What do you think of when you hear my voice? Do you imagine me? Have an image? Where would it come from? Do you even know what that is? An image? Or if they're just a desert inside you and nothing can grow? I want to know that. I want to see that landscape behind your eyes. I want to see what you see myself with your eyes. Whiz through your eyeballs, explode into the universe, be inside you, shine and scream.